Once upon a time,
I wish
far-off kingdom,
more than
with
any,
a young maiden,
more than
a
life,
sad young lad,
more than jewels.
I wish
and a childless baker
more than life.
I wish
with his wife.
More than anything.
more than the moon.
I wish
the king is giving a festival.
More than life,
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches.
A cow would give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I want a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died,
You, Cinderella? The festival, the King's festival!
and her father had taken for his new wife a woman with 2 daughters of her own. Each were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart.
Why come in, little girl?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. Thank you. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Are you certain of your way?
The way is clear, the way is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Here, now don't stray and be late.
Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark.
And save some of those treats for Granny.
Jack, on the other hand, had no grandmother or father. His mother,
I wish,
she wasn't beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
She has given us no milk for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes, no more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Now go.
Now, since the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own one day, and was certain that all efforts until now had failed. Who might that be?
It's the witch from next door.
The old enchantress had cast a spell on the couple's house. What spell?
In the past, when your mother was with child, she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world.
What?
Greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle ferns, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, harassing me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the ramsey and my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him to stone, or dog, or chair. But I let him have the ramsey, and there's lots to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch would refuse to tell him any more of his sister, even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, but how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket?
What?
Beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall, and then bang, crash, the lightning flash. And well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyways, thus the big day came, and I made my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched. But I did, and I hid her where she'll never be reached. And your father cried, and your mother died, when for extra measure I admit it was a pleasure. I said sorry, I'm still not mollified, and I lit a little spell on them. You too, son, that your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss, and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives, you should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same, I tell kings and queens, don't you never, ever, ever mess around with my greens! Especially the beans!
Now the witch, for purposes of her own, told the baker and his wife how they might reverse the curse.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the woods and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the time of midnight. In 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the woods!
Ladies, our carriage awaits.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? You'd make us the fools of the festival and mortify the prince?
The carriage is ready.
We must be gone.
Goodbye, Father. I wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they
The
are...
witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not to come, and that is final. Now, what am I to return with?
Don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
Cow is white
And
as
so
milk,
the baker
cape
took
is
off
red
into
as
the
blood,
woods
the
to
hair
meet the
is yellow as
enchantress's
corn,
demand.
the slipper is pure as gold.
As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival. But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know I'll visit Mother's grave, the grave at the hazel tree, and tell her I just want to go to the king's festival.
Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival.
To grandmother's house.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there.